Hello everyone. In this video clip, I'm going to share with you the differentiation question. Basically, there are 4 applications in differentiation. So if you understand that 4 application of differentiation, so every time when you come to question like this, it's can be solved easily. Now let's start. So the volume of a cuboid is given by a V equals to X times 75 minus X squared over 2. So we have to determine whether the volume is maximum or minimum. And we've got to find that value. So how do we do? So in order for us to determine whether it has maximum point or minimum point, we need to understand that any function, when it is at its turning point, that is when we will get the either maximum or minimum point. And at turning point, our differentiation will be equals to 0. So before we start differentiate it, let us simplify the function of the volume by multiplying the x into the expression given. So we will have 75x over 2 minus x cubed over 2. Right? So this is our volume. And then we know that at turning point, dv by dx, because our volume is written in terms of x, so we got to differentiate differentiate the volume towards dx. So we let this equals to 0, because as long as we want to find maximum or minimum point, we have to differentiate our function and equals it with 0. So let's differentiate our v. We will get 75 over 2 minus, bring the power of 3 down, reduce the power by 1. The coefficient just remain, yeah? And therefore, we want to find what is x. So 3x squared over 2 equals to 75 over 2. And let's rearrange our equation. We will have x squared equals to 25, and therefore x will equals to 5. And we reject negative 5 right away because the length can never be negative. All right, so we found our x to be 5. So this is our turning point. The next step will be, is this turning point x value, is it a maximum point or minimum point? So to decide whether it is maximum or minimum, we have to use the second order of derivative. So d2v by dx2. Okay, that means we have to differentiate our 75 over 2 minus 3x squared over 2. So we will have, bring the 2 down, we will have negative 3x. And then when substitute the x value that we just found, notice that the second order of derivative will give us the negative value. Okay, now I'm not going to multiply what is the value, not important. The most important thing is we know that it is less than 0. Now, for this one, right, I will use the technique of equalize this with the, the quadratic function of a. Generally, quadratic function is ax squared plus bx plus c. So I'm using this a to help us to remember when it is negative, what will happen. So when it is negative, your a is negative. So what happens when your a is negative? You got a set face, isn't it? So when you have a set face, you got a maximum point. Therefore, v maximum when x equals to 5. And let's find what is that maximum value. So v maximum will be, and we substitute x value into the v formula. That will be 75 times, wait, no, use the simple one, the original one. Okay, we take x, which is 5, times 75 minus 5 squared over 2. Okay, so we will have 5 times 75 minus 25. 75 minus 25 got 50, and then divide by 2, right? So we will have 25 after using. Simplify 25 times 5, we've got 125. So our volume, V maximum is 125. That's it. Okay, I hope this can help you. Thank you very much.